All right, we're going to make our first quick and easy project using just a basic blank journal that I put together, and I will have blank journals. We will have blank journals available for purchase, or you could buy a notebook and use that as your base. But I have, for this project, I have a blank journal, blank pages, and I have cut out some of the pieces from our first starter kit. So we have this card here, we have this piece, and we have a tag, and we have a piece of the tea stain paper. So let me show you what we're going to do with it. First, we're going to take this piece with the curve on it. I'm going to sit down while I do this. I hope I'll be able to stay in frame. Okay. Take a ruler. I got a pack of these. I think I got a pack of them of 3 for like $1.25 at Dollar Tree. Very inexpensive. So that's a tool that will be handy to have a ruler for these projects. So I'm just going to I'm going to turn it over so it's easier to see, and I'm going to line up the ruler here so that we have the circle part all lined up, and then I'm just going to go like this and bend it. If you have a scoreboard, you could use a scoreboard, but you don't need one. So we've got that bent, and I'm going to take this piece. Now, actually, first of all, let me set this aside. Let's find a page where we're going to put it. You know what? We will just start right here at the beginning. We'll have it attach on the page like this. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and glue this down. We just hooked it onto. I'll show you again. Hook it right onto this page, and I'm going to take some glue. I'm using art glitter glue, which we recently discovered is kind of a new favorite. This glue it's a little more pricey, but it works really, really well, and you don't use a lot, so it actually ends up being very cost effective. But you can use I'll do a blog post of our favorite glues. You could use Aleene's tacky glue. You could even use Elmer's glue. It just takes a little bit longer to dry, and some of the wet glues may warp your paper. But again, this is the whole point of this is that it's handmade, so it's not going to look perfect. If you want perfection, it's going to take you a little longer. I'm going to take you some extra steps, and we can give you advice for ways to make things look a little better if you want. But just have fun with it, relax, and just enjoy being creative. So let's get started with this. I'm just going to put a little glue on this half circle all the way to the edge, and I'm going to cover it. Now, we could leave some of this unglued and use this as a tuck spot, but I'm just going to keep this super easy for our very first project. Just put the glue on there and glue it to your page. So what you'll have at the end is glued on this side, and then this will flip out. So already we've got a cool flip out that wasn't hard at all. It was just a matter of cutting it out, gluing it on. Now, this, you could leave it blank. That's the absolute easiest thing to do. Or what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this card from the starter kit that I cut out, and we're going to put it here, excuse me, we're going to glue it on here and make it a tuck spot. So a tuck spot will be glued on 2 different sides. And let me show you a little trick. This is something that Reese and I have learned from many others, and because sometimes it's hard when you're flipping something over to remember where to glue and where not to glue. That maybe your brain is really good at it, maybe your brain is like mine and you need a little help. So here's where we're going to want to put it, and we know we're going to want to glue here and here and leave it open to tuck things in this corner. So what we do is we hold where we don't want to glue, turn it over. So now we know that we don't want to glue here. We want to glue here. I really hope this is making sense. We're going to put a line of glue there and there, and glue it down. So we held this corner so we remembered not to glue it. We put glue on here and here and glued it down. It really is that simple to make a pocket in your journal, and we'll be doing more pockets. Now we want to make something to put in here. So I cut out one of the, make sure you can see, I cut out one of the small tags from the starter kit. I'm not even going to punch out the hole. There's a lot more you could do. You could punch a hole in there. You could put some fabric through there. We'll deal with that sort of thing later. For right now, I just cut it out. Let me move this out of the way. And I actually folded and tore some of the cardstock, the tea-stained cardstock that we have. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to put glue all the way up to the edge and a little bit in the middle here so that it's covered, but not, you don't have to saturate it with glue. You can see, I hope you can see, I'll see if it'll focus. Just a little bit of glue. Go light with your glue. Stick it down on your paper. Straight if you can. If it's not, that's okay too, because what we're going to do, now that it's stuck down, I'm going to trim off, or you know what, I'm not even going to trim it. I'm not even going to use the scissors. I'm going to fold it here so that it's, oh, let me see, it'll be folded right about here. Fold it. Let's make sure. That looks pretty good. It looks pretty straight, even on both sides. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Fold it back. You know how you fold back and forth before you're going to tear some paper? Do that a couple times. And just tear off the extra. And here's a point I want to make. Hang on to your scraps, especially the ones that are like the tea stain stuff, anything that's got color, and even the bigger pieces of white scrap, because there's something we can do with those later. So hang on to those. So now we've got the tag glued onto some backing so that there's, you know, something pretty on the back for writing. It gives it a little, makes it a little more sturdy. And then just to match the tag, I'm going to take my scissors and just lop off the two corners here. So we've got a tag shape there. And that's literally it. Glue it on, trim it down, and you can trim it with scissors if that's easier for you than folding and tearing. Whatever you want to do. Either way is absolutely fine. Whatever you want to do with any of this is absolutely fine. It's yours. It's yours to enjoy. It's yours to relax with. So this then can go right in here in your tuck. So you've got your little tag into your tuck, and that folds in, and there you go. You've got the first page, something on your first page. There's more we can do. We could put more back here. Maybe we will. We'll see. Maybe we'll put more here. Maybe we'll leave it blank for journaling. And you can decide which way you want to go with that. If you want your journal to have more writing space, maybe leave it blank. If you want to do a lot more decorating and make it nice and stuffed, then you can do that. We'll put something there. So there it is. I hope that all of that made sense, because this is literally my first how-to video, and Reese and I have been doing this and having fun with this and relaxing with this for quite some time, and we're very happy to share it with you. So, all right, if you have any questions, as always, feel free to message us, and thank you very much from Lovely Villain Designs.